The Surfing Violinist presents the Beyond Bollywood OneTake, Episode 5. 3 is the kind of high-concept bait-and-switch masala romance that leads you in one genre direction only to pull the rug out from underneath you with a shocking twist in an attempt to raise awareness about a serious social ill. At a surface genre level, 3 is a masala musical rom-com wrapped around a psychological thriller/tragedy. And on that basis, I give the film 2.5 out of 5 stars. But there's more than meets the eye to this film, and I think rating it on this scale is unfair. So let's dig a little deeper. In terms of the shocking tonal shifts, the film did give me vibes of Bollywood films like Rang De Basanti and other rom-com type films that go off the rails into tragic territory, usually after the intermission. 3 does set the stage early by starting with the funeral of Dhanush's character, so the shock does not revolve around the fact of his death, but around the cause of his death. The revelation of his affliction through flashbacks as told by another character does bring to mind last month's focus, Gudgeony. The other film that comes to mind was the 1945 Oscar winner Billy Wilder's Lost Weekend, a romantic drama that examines a man's struggle with alcoholism. While Lost Weekend is regarded as an all-time classic that was deserving of its Oscar, I thought it had real you had to be there energy. Just a really pat public service announcement about alcoholism with a howler of an ending. If I were to pick from these 3, Gudgeony would win, 3 would get second place, and yes, The Lost Weekend would be last. A real testament to the incompetence of popular contests and a reminder to modern audiences to quit being so dismissive of Indian masala musicals. In my opinion, even 2.5-star masala musicals serve their purpose better than popularity contests if they have something more than middling Oscar fodder to offer. And a plea to Indian audiences: stop trying to impress the Academy. Their record is one of favoritism and cringe nepotism. Billy Wilder made some great films, but Lost Weekend was not one of them. The game is rigged, and chances are if you ever win, it will be only a desperate plea for them to retain relevance, not a desire to reward India's cinematic legacy. On Letterboxd, Chocoholic says, bold and shocking. I couldn't watch it again, but I'm glad there's a market for films like this. In some ways I agree, but I'm not convinced the ending is at all organic as a film. Its shock value is far more effective as a public service announcement than Lost Weekend, and far more effective as marketing for its main intended purpose, which is not in service to the film itself at all, in my opinion, but to something more obvious. So what am I on about if 3 is not primarily a psychological thriller whose main aim is to be a well-told cinematic story that raises awareness about mental health? What is it? Well, 3 follows in a rich tradition of films from all over the world, the goal of which is to function not as a standalone work of art, but as a sales funnel for what else? A song featured in the movie. Bollywood is infamous for this, but so is Hollywood. Movies like Elvis's Blue Hawaii or Whitney Houston's Bodyguard are examples of quote-unquote real movies that are really just fronts to get a really good song to reach more ears. So now with this understanding of the film's real genre goals in view, we can reassess. The film is primarily a high-concept sales funnel to promote one of its songs in a way that is intriguing, surprising, and memorable. On that basis, this film succeeds massively. I have to say it's a 4-star with these considerations in mind. It's a better film than the Elvis films because it functions as a viewing experience far better. I don't think it's as good a film as Bodyguard, which has a great production value, great script, insane singing from Whitney Houston. But to compare Why This Cola Very D to I Will Always Love You or Can't Help Falling in Love is an exercise in futility. They all have very different goals and they all succeed at hitting the marks they're going for. Why This Cola Very D is more than just a pop sensation. It really is a whimsical, melancholy joy that took India by storm for good reason. I think it will be every bit as timeless within its cultural ocean as Whitney Houston and Elvis, for very different reasons. And the film 3 was instrumental in propelling this one-of-a-kind wonder into the spotlight it deserves. Creative, cross-cultural, and constructive, Dhanush and Anirudh have made a masterpiece out of what could have just been a flash-in-the-pan vanity project. And 3 has to take some credit for that. A film that is greater than the sum of its parts of psychological thriller, public service announcement, and sales funnel for its hit music single. So 3 gets a thumbs up from me. To see these videos early, without ads, join the lineup here on YouTube. You just need a YouTube account, and for $1.99 a month, you click this little join button and sign up to get early and ad-free access to 4 monthly vlogs: the surf vlog, the masala vlog, the violin vlog, and the family vlog. Thank you very much.